Well, hello there, everybody. We are back. Tara Armoff and Coors Lightyear calling the second game of the day here for Battle for the Coast 2014. Right now we have the SFV, the Lake OMGs, going up against the hometown team, the Ventura Vandals.
That's right. Kilo Kitty on the line for SFV. You see her little pre-routine on the jam line. She touches the ground and she hits herself in the head. It's pretty funny. But apparently works.
That's right. She is out and lead jammer right away. And isn't this exciting? We can actually hear each other.
This is different.
Technology is great. Whoa, everybody going down there in turn 2. Springing the Vandals jammer out of the pack. She is not lead, but we will see if Kilo calls it off in time. Looks like she does before Ventura is able to score. And SFE picking up 1 whole point on that first jam.
Probably a meaningful point in these 20-minute bouts.
Very meaningful. It means so much.
Yeah, you take any point you can, especially in the short bouts.
That's right. Again, all of the games today, 20-minute games.
Channing Hayden out there for the Vandals.
And by the way, the Vandals, they are in green. SFV is in navy blue.
Moving counterclockwise on your radio dial.
And I think that is Twiggy Bones jamming for SFV.
Yeah, SFV's got a couple jammers that really jump around like Twiggy.
Twiggy makes it out and gets lead for SFV.
Ruby and Anita heading to the notorious RED penalty box. 30 seconds now in the new rule set. As of April 1st.
Twiggy making it through, picking up 5 points for SFV. Vendal still trying to get by C'est La Vie. I know her as Legacy.
You'd have Legacy and Legalicious out there in front trying to stop Channing Tatum. A lot of legs out there.
No confusion there. Nope.
4 points there at the end, more on the board. So Vendal still looking to score their first point.
That's right. It looks like Channing Tatum, she was the jammer in that previous jam there. I don't think she got out on her initial pass.
No, SFE doing a good job. I've seen them skid a few times this year, and their blocking work has been tremendously improved from last year. So kudos to whatever they're doing from a coaching standpoint and a practice standpoint.
And it looks like Tomcat Cruz is the jammer for SFV, but she is not lead jammer. That would go to the Ventura Vandals. That is Rampage Ray. SFV trying to get their pack together at the front there, trying to run the pack as fast as they can. Rampage Ray on her scoring pass. She makes it through on the outside, picking up 4 points, putting the Vandals on the board. SFV with 10. Ventura with 4. 17 minutes, 12 seconds left in this game.
Killer Kitty throwing a hit on Craig's fist just to get warmed up.
It's always fun to beat up on the ref sometimes.
Yeah, when you can get away with it with a little free shot, you know, you figure karma will work itself out later.
Kilo Kitty, league founder of the SFE League. She used to skate with the LA Derby Dolls. Bank track once upon a time. But she is killing it on the flat track.
Yeah, she definitely has a lot of fun out there. Her penalties have gone way down in the past couple of years. She used to be known for it. If she finished a game, she used to get a prize. And now just a lot more cleaner. I think she's more understood the rules and how the officials are going to call things.
And she has made it out to be a lead jammer for SFV. She is on her scoring pass, trying to get by number 305 there, Sandra Bullitt. And looks like Sandra is on her way to the notorious RD penalty box.
Well, Heffa's going to join her on a cut track. Happened out here in the back straightaway. Killjill knocked to the inside. She's going to try to get around a different angle, try the outside. That didn't work.
Oh, nice. Ventura leaving that inside line wide open for Kilo Kitty. She makes it through for another 5 points for SFV.
That's right, jumping across that jammer line. Good balance.
And again, we heard reports that the floor is rather slippery this year, starting out slippery. So it's great to see that the skaters are skilled enough that it doesn't matter what surface they're skating on, they're able to maintain.
Right, and in my experience, they all bring about 32 different wheels with them, especially to tournaments. You got lots of equipment, so.
And we are in the middle of a power jam. Well, not in the middle. It will be a power jam right now for SFV. I did not see the call that the Ventura jammer got. Sandra Bullitt forcing Kilo Kitty to reset at the back of the pack. Ventura, look at that wall. Very nice, very solid. Now, there is a clarification about impenetrable walls, and we see that Kilo does get out, picks up 5 more points, calls it off. SFV really lengthening their lead, 35-4.
Yeah, they really jumped out to a really quick lead now with only 15 minutes to go. So in the first 5 minutes, 35 points. The Vendals are going to regroup. I wouldn't be surprised to see a timeout. But again, you only have one in these short 20-minute bouts and one official review. So maybe a little bit more valuable, especially if you want to save that one to that last jam like we tend to see.
And it's interesting because SFE is seeded number 6, Ventura seeded at number 8. So to see this score discrepancy this early on, a little surprising, I would say. But then there's plenty of time for Ventura to get their points on the board.
Yeah. It's going to be harder to do this time as Twiggy's out in front for SFE, but doesn't mean that Ventura's going to stop trying. He's battling hard.
Really good pack awareness by Ventura on this jam. They have their they have their eyes on Twiggy Bones very well. Twiggy does make it through. She makes it through for 5 points. Oh, we got our other jammer back on the track. Our power jam is over. And there was a star pass.
Yeah, pass to Fatal Traction, who's wearing the pivot panty. I lost the star for a moment. It was in somebody's hand.
That's another rule change.
Yes,
that's
it is.
Another rule change. And it's interesting. I understand it from a team point of view. It's like, oh, you want to be stealthy. Very hard for the audience to follow. Just saying.
That's right. We can't really see the star when it's in your hand.
Little confusing. SFV at 40 points. Ventura 4. Just over 13 minutes left in the game.
Atomic out in front for San Fernando. Like a shot out of a cannon.
Yeah, she made it out even before turn 1. That was wonderful.
And a little fancy footwork around that first turn again this time. So I would just put her back on the jammer line.
Might as well. That's right. Blushy barely making it out before SFV calls it off.
A lot of 4s on the scoreboard now, 44-4 with 12 minutes and 44 seconds.
Wow.
Some alliteration for you, sort of.
If it's after 4 o'clock, you might as well take a drink.
It's 4 o'clock somewhere?
Sure.
The beer vendor is open here for, if you want to head on down, if you're listening out there in the internet world.
Wow, SFE really coming out strong. Tomcat Cruz out and lead jammer. And Channing Hayden jamming for Ventura, trying to catch up. Tomcat Cruz does a nice little twirl, calling it off, getting her points. She picked up 4 points on that pass.
Yeah, she's a really passionate, aggressive, emotional skater. She's also been known to, be so emotional on the track that, she has to, go, take care, how do you say it,
She empties herself out.
She does, but in the way above the neck.
Yes. Yes, she is well known in Southern California for that.
So she gets that worked up over jamming. So I just wanted to paint that visual as, I don't know.
Because roller derby's fun when you puke. Oh wow, we got a really slow pack.
Yeah, both walls forming on front and back, as we see so often now.
Nice assisting by C'est La Vie, otherwise known as Legacy, formerly of the LA Derby Dolls, now on SFE. Rampage Ray being forced to the back of the pack, the jammer for Ventura.
Cut Traction send Anita to the penalty box.
Kilo Kitty making out, lead jammer for SFE in the navy blue.
Right, almost went all the way back to the jammer line that time, so kudos to both blockers, sets of blockers for the teams.
Now, I know that one of the coaches that has been working with Ventura this year is Nugget, who used to work with the Bank Track League that used to be here in the area, the Sugartown Roller Girls, and he was with them for a long time, both as a junior and as a coach. And then when, unfortunately, that league folded and he decided to bring his coaching techniques to Ventura. And I think it's been wonderful for Ventura, actually, because their defense, as you were saying earlier, is insane.
Absolutely, and good for most of those Sugartown skaters too that have found places that they've landed in the area at a lot of different teams. So while the league is no longer here, and it's sad to see Bank Track leave Ventura, it is great to see that their skaters have found places and are pretty successful in most cases.
As a matter of fact, one of the Sugartown founders, Saturday Night Special, she was rostered for this weekend's tournament with SFV, but unfortunately at Dust Bowl last weekend she broke her collarbone. And so, obviously, not able to play this weekend.
Yeah, that'll get in the way.
It's kind of a bummer. It's
that can't be comfortable.
The score stands at Ventura with 4, SFV 58. Just over 9 minutes left in the game. Atomic out and lead jammer for SFV.
All right, Razor on her way to the notorious RED penalty box. Serve her 30-second penalty. Bueller in the back trying to draw a cut on the Vendal's jammer. But Lushy doing a good job avoiding it and then bouncing her way through, and she's going to put up with 3 of them. So I believe that's Bueller again. And
look at Atomic. I like how she keeps a watch on the Ventura jammer. She's just watching. I'm going to call it before you can score any of the points. Really good jammer awareness from both teams, I'm noticing, especially in the pack.
Yeah, I think one of the most exciting parts about roller derby, now in 2014, is so many more people have skated for so many more years, and so the derby IQ has been raised everywhere, not just by either just a few teams or even a few players, but you see it a lot more and deeper in the rosters, and that really just changes the game.
And it's going to be even more awesome when more junior skaters age out of the junior program and join the big girl teams. That's going to be insane. Speaking of insane, Tomcat Cruz making it out of the pack and his lead jammer for SFV. Oh, big hit by Lethalicious.
Bueller doing a good job pulling that cut track. I don't think she killed Jill past her, so she was able to get up there and draw that cut.
That's right. That makes this a power jam for SFV and Tomcat Cruz. SFV just literally stopping the pack here in turn 3. Nice assisting by Lethalicious. Oh! Almost a hit to the face there. Tomcat is so short.
I don't think Tomcat feels anything because it never appears that she does. She just bounces off people, bounces off the ground, bounces right back up. It's incredible to watch.
She's like Tigger. She's made out of rubber.
Yeah. She's a fun jammer to watch.
And it looks like we are starting this next jam with the remnants of the power jam for SFE, and we see Kilo Kitty on the jammer line. SFE 72 points against Ventura's 4 with just over 7 minutes left in this game.
Vendal's calling a timeout there at the last minute.
Smart move, I think, for them. I think they're going to reconnoiter and talk about stuff, and we have stuff to talk about.
We do. This timeout sponsored by Skate One. Roller bones, wheels, and bones bearings make for a winning combination. Online, you can find them at www.skate1.com.
And that's spelled out, the one. It's not the number 1. It's O-N-E. And coming up after this game at 11:30, it'll be the Richmond Wrecking Bells from BAD, Bay Area Derby Girls, coming back for another year, going up against the Derby Revolution of Bakersfield Militia in their second game of the day. This will be Richmond's first game of the day.
That's right, Richmond finishing second last year, I believe, right, to the LA Riots. There was, obviously, a lot of people know about Bay Area, but it's nice.
Just a few people.
Yeah, it's great to see one of their home teams, the Wrecking Bells, come down and skate in a tournament like that because people don't usually get to see that group of collective skaters skate outside of the Bay Area.
That is true, and there is a nice mix as well of their all-star skaters in that particular home team as well. I love watching Kilo's little routine there on the jam line.
Yeah.
She bullies her way through that defense of Ventura. SFE trying to keep the pack as slow as possible. All of the whistles are being blown. the no pack call there.
Looks like a forearm penalty is going to put Kilo Kitty in the notorious RED penalty box. So Vendal's with an opportunity here with their first power jam of the bout.
That's right. They really need to start scoring some points. Looks like they will. That is Kill Jill out with the jammer star for Ventura.
SFE with a full complement of blockers out there are going to do everything they can. Their penalty kill has been pretty successful in the past few bouts this year that they've had. Again, a multiplayer being called. We see that.
I was just going to say that. SFE, 3 blockers. See if they can stop Kill Jill. Ventura getting another blocker back on the track. Oh, C'est La Vie getting called out on her way to the penalty box.
Lethal Delicious putting a huge hit on Kill Jill in the inside of the track.
Kill Jill taking the outside. Oh, looks like she's going to meet up with Lethal Delicious. Nope, out of play there. Doesn't want to get the penalty for hitting out of bounds or out of play. Oh.
Little no calls. Everyone goes down together on that last turn. Kill Jill flying through untouched. She's going to get some points of her own, and we're just going to go round and around the merry-go-round here until the end of the jam.
That's right. Kill Jill picking up 4 points. Now, Kilo Kitty, I like what she's doing. She's being very methodical about making her way through the pack right now. She doesn't want to have another power jam in Ventura's favor. But Ventura trying to get as many points as possible. Kilo Kitty picking up 3 on that particular pass. That increases SFV's points to 79 against Ventura's 28 with just under 5 minutes left in this game.
Yeah, at this point, down 51, just putting points on the board is going to help you with only 5 minutes to go. That's 50 is not impossible, certainly. I mean, 30-second penalties are going to be interesting to see kind of what we see it more commonly out of power jams, when before you could see 40s and 35s and 30s all the time. I don't know with 30 seconds what that level is going to turn into now. Unicorns may be exciting again.
Who knew?
All right. What's old is new.
SFV, again, dominating with the lead jammer status. Twiggy Bones out in lead. Lethalicious on her way to the notorious RED penalty box for SFV, putting them down 1 in the pack.
Twiggy getting through, calling it off. Channing Hayden jamming for the Vendals, usually one of their more successful jammers, and still really doing a good job this bout, but just SFV's getting through so fast.
Well, this is kind of a rebuilding year for Ventura. Quite a bit of turnover, and so sometimes it takes a while to find your footing, as it were.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of this roster was battalion and otherwise. A lot of retired outs and a lot of moving on. So, yeah, I think they're doing a good job, though.
Looks like Atomic back on the jammer line for SFV, trying to take that inside line, but she keeps getting pushed out of bounds.
All right, Fatal Traction's only got 2 to beat now at the front. Goodbye, C'est La Vie and Bueller. Does so on the inside, so great for Vendals grabbing lead jam. But hot on her heels now around is Atomic, so just like that, and Vendals thought they had something.
Nice strategy by Ventura, stopping that pack, getting Fearless into... She does grab 1 point for Ventura. That was for SFV? Okay, Ventura did not pick up any points on that jam. 85-28 in favor of SFV with 3 minutes left in this game.
Yeah, it's a good thing the officials wear the colors on their arms.
That helps.
Not only for accurate scorekeeping, but for me, so I appreciate it. Thanks.
Thanks, officials.
Well, it's one of the most thankless jobs in any sport, but...
Oh, my goodness, yes.
But Derby especially gets a little rowdy because it feels like everybody in the crowd is well-versed at roller derby, especially at tournaments.
Yeah, everybody but the refs actually know the rules, apparently.
Yeah, if you ask a fan. Or a skater, sometimes.
Oh, we have a power jam in favor of Ventura. Tomcat Cruz getting called to the penalty box for a track cut. But it's interesting now, Ventura, 2 of their blockers on their way to the box.
Everybody in the box. There's no waiting. No waiting. Everybody.
Apparently not.
The notorious RED penalty box is open.
Ray getting through for 5 points. Rampage Ray for Ventura.
Someone's going to take an extra lap as she missed the point of no return, so someone from a blocker from Ventura has got to go back around.
picking up 5 more points for Ventura. This is a good last run. I don't know if it's going to be enough, but...
yeah, they might have the clock against them now. Tomcat's still on the track. But they're going to do everything they can. I mean, they're not going to quit. And also one of the great points about roller derby, you really never, ever see teams quit.
Nice assisting by Sandra Bullitt there with a Rampage Ray trying to pick up some second points there on that jam.
And kudos to Sandra Bullitt for not only skating on the Vendals, but really putting together Battle for the Coast this year. So
that's right. She's been organizing all of this stuff for us this year.
Yeah. So I know she can't hear me, but bombard her Facebook page and things like that with thanks, and I think that'll do the job.
Well, yes, head announcer for this tournament, Ms. Communication, said that Sandra Bullitt is a goddess, and I think that is appropriate.
Should be treated as such.
Yes. Ventura making it out, and lead jammer. That is number 58, Blushy Lushy.
Yeah, Fatal Traction, the rest of the Vendals blockers doing a good job on Kilo Kitty. She's eventually going to get around the inside, but Lushy's got an opportunity here to score some points.
Kilo Kitty finally making it out, but Blushy on her scoring pass. She makes it through for 4 points, calling it off. Now there is less than 30 seconds left on the game clock. The score is Ventura 42, SFV 85. I'm surprised no one is calling a timeout to make sure that they get this last jam in, but they're just going to try and get on the track and make it go. Yeah,
if the scoreboard is accurate, the jam clock's going to the 30 seconds will run down before the end of the game, so I think that's what they're banking on. Of course, that clock on the board, not official. Inside the track on the stopwatches is the official time.
Channing Hayden jamming for Ventura, but she's caught up in the pack. And that would be Twiggy Bones out in lead jammer for SFV.
That's right, Lethalicious Kilo Kitty holding back Channing. You're getting called for multiplayer in the process. Call of the tournament, as we're starting to see. So if you're listening out there and you haven't skated yet, you're going to. Take notes. They are calling multiplayer.
All right, looks like that was the last jam in the unofficial final. SFV 89, Ventura 42.
That's right, game 2 in the books. We'll get most likely be the official score, but we'll check on that. Bout number 3 coming up after this is the Wrecking Bells Vorst the Militia, who we just saw already on DRB. So 20-minute bouts, not too bad going.